You're tuned in to Above All Lies Show, giving the scoop and the latest on how the story goes. Broadcasting from Vegas in case you didn't know. Worldwide Great Commission, that's the gospel. Discussing topics that standard is righteous living. Bumping them bangers and interviewing different Christians. Who's hot, who's not, does it really matter? It's his hop, non-stop, focus on the ladder. Stay tuned to the dial and turn that volume up. This Faith Radio, Jesus is who we lifting up. So in your ears, we gon' be here for a minute. It's my bro D-Road, he bout to come with it.
Jones.
Yo, hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Damascus, coming at you from the headquarters, y'all. This is His Hot Radio, Las Vegas, not far from the Strip, but we outshine every light on the Strip. Why do they call us the light of Las Vegas? Because we shine the light of Christ throughout our city and throughout the nations, y'all. Hey, I have an exciting podcast in store for you guys tonight. One of my favorite people is in the studio, Miss Kenya Young. She's going to be joining us in a few seconds, but first let me get through some of these announcements. Hey, His Hot Radio is now a reporting radio station. If you have a new song, it hasn't been released yet, we have a promo called New Track of the Week. Make sure you get that to us and we'll get you in heavy rotation for 1 week straight, Joe. And also, we have the most requested song. So once your song gets voted into rotation, get your people to interact with it, get your people to request it, and you'll be in another heavy rotation situation for another week or for as long as your people keep requesting that song. You know what I mean? We love the shit of love right here on His Hot Radio. And while you're at it, why don't you check us out on the Fire Stick? We are streaming our television network, His Hot Television, on the Fire Stick. And if you have a music video, a Bible study, a church service, or a short film, anything like that, go ahead and send that our way. We will broadcast it for you. And we also have the ability to create your own station on the His Hot Television Network. Come on now, how much love can you get from the network? Check us out, His Hot Radio. Make sure you check out our website, hishotnation.com. And also, you got to download our app, His Hot Radio, in your app store. Okay, now we got all of that out of the way. Hey, this young lady, she is a rising star in the community. She is involved in a lot of things, man, and just sometimes I get dizzy trying to keep up with what she's got going. She is an author. She also a radio personality. She has her own video series. She's an event coordinator. She is a leader in the community. And so without any further delay, let's welcome Miss Kenya Young to the His Hot Radio podcast. Kenya, what's up?
Hey Sam, thanks for having me on His Hot Radio. I'm so excited to be here today and just converse with you. You know, we had a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. God is on time. It doesn't matter. It's not denied, right?
Yes,
Teach us patience. Teach us how to be humble and patience and everything else. So I'm excited to be here tonight. So.
Yes, no doubt. And teach me how to bring my key.
absolutely.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, we fam. We're fam. I didn't really mention it during the intro. I mentioned that you are a radio personality.
Absolutely. So I have Lie Radio here on the His Hop Network. LIE Radio stands for Liberate, Innovate, and Empower. I have my co-hosts Johnny Wyatt, Camila Bywaters, and Charles Howard, Mr. Beach, J-Dub, and Camila Bywaters, and myself, the actual host of the show.
Yes. And what, you guys have been going for about a year? Was it?
Yeah, when COVID, we were good, and then COVID hit. But we are going to return in December or January, definitely. So you guys be on the lookout for Live Radio, because I'm telling you, we deal with the nitty gritty and some deep topics.
Yes. I can't wait to get you guys back in the studio. I tell you what, you guys keep me cracking up too. You guys are funny. You and Johnny, y'all start cutting up.
We like to argue. That's my little boy though, man. I'm telling you. And Camila, she's the educator. Mr. Beach, he's always with opposition, but that's why we all kind of mesh well together, and I'm the silly one. I like to act a fool, so it's good. It's good.
No doubt. Okay, well, we're definitely going to get into your background, some of the stuff that you do, but what I want to do first is just mention this event that you got going. We're only 6 days away from this event?
Absolutely. It is Saturday, November 14th, and I am truly humbled and excited that the Creator God gave me the vision to do this. I've been working on this for about 3 years. Lie International, LIE. It started off with just a statement and a brand, not knowing that God was going to take my testimony and turn it into helping other people. So November 14th, we have the Entanglement of the Mind Expo, Mind, Body, and Business. Mind liberated, body strengthened, and business successful. And the address is 7207 West Sahara, Suite 105. The time is 12:30 to 4:30. Sign in is at 12 o'clock. I am so excited about this. Would you like to know how we came up with this vision?
Yeah. How did you come up with this vision?
So everybody knows I wrote a book, The Entanglement of the Mind, the struggles of mental health while finding you. It is my story of growing up in the foster care system and struggling with having bipolar personality disorder and PTSD. It was my struggles and everything that I experienced still, but yet accomplishing many goals and helping other people in the midst of my own struggles with mental health. I begin to, like I say, do my 30 seconds with Kenya, and I begin to pray, and I have an awesome partner. He doesn't want me to mention his name, and then I have Camila, who's my vice president of Lie International, and Darnisha Armstrong. And I'm going to mention him anyways, Eli Coleman. He is my treasurer and also my networking and marketing person. He has sewed into me for about 7 years. So I begin to pray about what God wanted me to do with the entanglement of the mind. And he said, I want you to give back to people and be honest with the struggles of mental health, that they can still be free, successful, and strengthened in every area of their life, no matter what they are dealing with. And I truly was excited. And so I have awesome speakers coming out. We have, I'm going to name a few. We have Stretch Sanders, Ebony Gray, we have Tempest Blue, we have Janae Coffey. We have so many dynamic speakers. We also have many of vendors coming out, Maniac Clothing. We have R&B Catering coming out. We have Lachey that's actually catering the event. We've had so many people so into this vision. The actual vision behind this, though, is Lie International, which is a nonprofit that gives back to foster children and those struggling with mental health. So, absolutely.
Okay, you just named off a long list of people. Some heavy hitters, no doubt. I can't wait to personally hear everything that everyone's going to bring to the table. You mentioned that this deals with mental illness. It deals a little bit with your story.
Yes.
And it deals with children that are, I guess you could say, in an at-risk type of a situation. Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
Absolutely. So I was raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada, 22 foster homes, mental institutions, 4 of them. I lived in Utah, San Diego, Reno, and here. All over the place, inconsistent most of my life. At 17, they threw me into the streets pregnant. I had no educational background. Yes, some of that was my personal choice, but they didn't teach me how to survive as an adult. So I was thrown into a homeless shelter. I had nowhere to go. And so God, I was supposed to be a crackhead, they said, and for failure and everything else. Never done drugs a day in my life, glory to God. And he made a way for me to be who I am today, which is Kenya Renee Young, a spokesperson for mental illness and for foster care, an advocate for foster children in the community. This is a brand new nonprofit, but I am so excited at the turnout and the support that I have and the team that I have and people that listen to my story. I've met many of other foster children that have turned into boxers that did a few interviews with me, and I'm so humbled by them and their testimony. And there's many of us out here. The reason that I want to help at risk is because I don't never want to see another child that went through the system have to go through what I went through. It was very hard transitioning from homelessness and having a baby in my stomach and no support. I felt like giving up. I felt like I was actually admitted into a mental institution once again, being pregnant, but thank God I was released within 24 hours because I didn't know how to deal with my emotions of I am on the streets walking at 6 o'clock in the morning at Shade Tree, and no child from the system, I was still a child, should ever have to experience this. And so that's why I deal with the particular foster children and Lie International. Now, mental health, again, like I told you earlier, I've been living with mental illness since I was 15. But I did not embrace it till I was 35. But I'm not going to give you all that information. You're going to have to get the book and come to the Entanglement of the Mind Expo. We have so many, when I say we have some awesome topics, I'm going to drop just a little bit of them. We have topics dealing with the LGBT community and how the suicide rate in that community is very, very high. Norman Liverpool is actually an advocate for that. He will be speaking at the event and talking about the generational curses starting in childhood. We have Stretch dealing with why the importance in the community. We have Tempest dealing with the body, and many more speakers. I'll be speaking. We have Ebony Gray talking about the struggles of raising children with mental health while trying to be successful. So there's so many things that we are going to be dealing with. We're going to have, like I said, vendors and food and music, and we're going to have a good time. You're going to leave feeling empowered. You're going to leave with the information that you need. You're going to want to help more with foster children and people with mental health to get a better understanding, because a lot of times we judge people with mental illness as if they don't have any wisdom. But I believe a lot of us with mental health are very, very intelligent and very smart human beings. I know that God created us, and he did create us in his image, but he wanted to turn this around for his purpose and his greater glory. It was never about me. Lie International is centered around God. Lie International was never centered around Kenya Renee Young. I'm just a vessel that he chose to use to bring the vision forth. So I never understood why I had to deal with abandonment and being rejected as a child from my parents, but I understand it now. It was always a bigger picture, Sam.
All right, that was powerful. That was powerful. Thank you for sharing your story.
Absolutely.
It resonates with me because my story is similar. I grew up in an abusive home myself, and I love it when someone reaches out to the defenseless. You know, when you can fight for someone who's not able to fight for themselves, which is our children.
Absolutely.
You know, the foster system. And I mean, I didn't go through the foster system. I went through changes in my own house. You know what I mean? With a mother that's supposed to nurture and care for me, ended up becoming the aggressor. And so I think this is an amazing thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
And I like what you said. You said that you went through it so that you can have a testimony for others.
Absolutely. And you know, Sam, a little bit more, you were talking about your mother, and that's another thing we will be dealing with at this expo. My kids didn't have it easy. I had to put us through therapy. I was like your mother. When you struggle with mental health, such as your mom and myself, and if you were raised in foster care, it is very hard because you don't have the experience. None of us really are handed a handbook on how to be a parent in the first place.
True.
But now when you have a chemical imbalance, it makes it difficult. And then I have a child with bipolar disorder. So when you have that going on, it is very hard to raise children. Now you're yelling and screaming and you're trying to deal with them being normal children because you don't have the patience to deal with your own self. You're not understanding why your emotions are manic. Like I was telling you, I have bipolar, and there's many times that I have mania. Mania is the more side than the depressant side. I haven't really been a depressant person. I've more dealt with mania. Mania is very high strung, very fast paced. When you get angry, you kind of lose control and things like that. And my children experience that. And so when I decided at 35 enough was enough, and I'll be 39 in a few weeks, I decided to get help, therapy, medication, get my children through therapy so they can begin to heal. But there are repercussions. Your children, when they are hurt and broken behind the decisions that you make when you decide that you don't want to get therapy and help with mental health, now they are dealing with those repercussions of how you've talked to them or put them down or taken them through some type of abuse, and now they're struggling with it. So I am grateful that it was revealed to me to get help. I'm grateful that it was revealed to me to help my children first, and now I can help the community. I'm not saying that it's all the way where it's supposed to be. We all know my daughter, she has experienced some things, and she's going to be all right though because she's victorious. So this is a little more of me being very open and transparent. I mean, even putting this event together, Sam, has been a lot of opposition, but even my own self having to deal with my family, myself, and my own frustrations, and learning how to combat anxiety and PTSD and personality disorder and things like that, which I'll discuss more at the expo. So you gotta be there, guys. It's real.
Yeah. You can't give it all to us now. You gotta go to the event. You gotta check out Kenya Young. I'm telling you, she has a lot to offer. And I tell you, I've known you personally for some time, and she does not look like what she's been through. Like what she just shared, you would never know that she's been through that if she doesn't share it with you. And I mean, because you talk so intelligently, the way you take care, the way that you handle yourself, your demeanor is so professional. And so, I mean, you operate in excellence. And I believe that you are a success story. You are someone who can inspire others who are going through it or maybe have been through it and they're still trying to find their way. And that's what it's about, man. It's about shining that light and letting people know that, hey, yeah, we went through some things, but we can come out on top.
You said I don't look like it, Sam. You don't see all this gray. You don't see all this gray in my hair, but I'm embracing it, y'all.
But
okay?
you rocking it though. Come on.
Bald-headed and everything, okay? I'm embracing
Come on. We talking about Kenya Young up in here.
Kenya Renee Young. You gotta say the whole name, okay?
That's the whole thing,
And it's so funny. Like a lot of people, I used to never want to be called by my whole name, okay? And when I looked up my whole name, and I realized what people had been calling me all my life, I was like, oh God, wow. So Kenya, it's not just a country. It actually means the abode of God.
Okay.
Renee means reborn. So my whole name means the house of God reborn.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
yeah,
tight.
it's kind of powerful, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's why
kinda.
now I embrace it. I'm like, oh, I'm not just Kenya, I'm Kenya Renee.
Yes,
Okay? So I'm
yes.
the house of God reborn because every day we die daily. So
Yes.
that's why I like my name.
And everybody wants to stay young, right?
Yeah.
Young forever.
Young forever. Even with the gray hair. So, yes, I see everybody on here. Hey, guys, I see you, Norman, Brian, Eli, George, Dexter, Davina, Mike Gilas. You guys can call in if you have any questions about the expo. Sam, go ahead and throw that t-shirt up. Can you throw that t-shirt up?
Yes, ma'am. And let's share that call-in number 2. If you're going to call in 702-900-3779 is a call-in number. 702-900-3779. And yes, here is the t-shirt. Tell us about this t-shirt.
You didn't throw it up, Sam. You didn't throw it up. No,
Oh, yeah, there's a delay.
okay, so listen. I am so excited. I want to, thank God for Lake Davis doing
the newlywed.
the actual design for me.
I gotta give him a shout out for the newlyweds. I mean, Patricia just got married.
And we have the Day One Ambition Printing that did the printing for me. Now, I only have a limited shirts because it was a last minute thing, and I love these shirts. I'm honored and blessed. This is just the first year. This will be an every year thing. So this is just 2020. Perfect vision. Seeing everything with clarity. If you would like to get a t-shirt, like I said, I only have a limited few. 3 are already gone, leaving 7. So if you'd like to get one of these, go ahead and contact me through my inbox, Kenya Young on Facebook, and we will go from there. And then also I can always order more. So if you want one, go ahead and let me know and I'll just order more. They may be a little late. You might get it after the event, but you'll get a t-shirt. It's the Entertainment of the Mind Expo.
I tell you what, them shirts are tight. Those shirts are tight, man. I like that. That's a great design. All right. Hey, I want to shout out our boy Theo. He's over here waving at us, showing us some love.
Hey, Theo.
He said, chop, chop. So, Theo, we're giving you a shout out, my brother. You can't just get on here and mess around in the comments, man. You got to call, too. That number is 702-900-3779. That is the call-in number. All right, Kenya, the next picture I have, if you want to continue this, is the Lie International logo. Tell us about Lie International and what it's about.
Okay, so once again, as I discussed earlier, Lie International is actually a nonprofit here. It's a brand new nonprofit here in the state of Nevada, and I can't share all the good news. There's some more good news that I want to share, but I will share this later at the event. But we actually give back and do workshops and help foster children that are exiting from the system. We do also help younger ones too that can come in and receive every 3 months some type of clothing, hygiene stuff and things like that. But we do workshops as far as preparing people for jobs. We partnered with Boys Town to do our parenting. We partnered with Building Resilience to do some things for us. So I am truly, truly excited about what is going on. We just have some good things in store for 2021. So if you know a foster child or even a child at risk that has any type of mental illness, they don't have to be a foster child. Send them to Lie International, and I will give the information where the address and everything is at the event. So I'm truly excited about the doors opening. So we are going to give back to the community and help children that are struggling and had a rough life with abandonment issues and sexual abuse and things like that. It's not over. We will do workshops on how to get a job. We'll do workshops on how to heal from sexual abuse. We will do workshops on how to deal with self-esteem, how to deal with your bipolar episodes and things like that. So we have a year full of fun, and then we'll have the Entanglement of the Mind Expo 2021.
Powerful. Like I said, that is a powerful organization. I just wanted them to have the visual, so they can actually see the logo as you describe it. Anything dealing with mental health, I have to say that you have to be brave. You have to be courageous to jump into that arena.
Right.
Because so many people need help. And let me ask you personally, do you need a lot of patience to work with someone that may have a touch of mental health? Me personally, I come from a family where my mom had schizophrenia, paranoia, dealing with that, and so
the answer to that question. I thank God for those who have actually been there for me through my trials and tribulations. They've had to have a lot of patience with me, and it has not been easy, but the ones that have been here with me for years, through my outbursts, through my frustrations, through everything that I've experienced, I am very, very grateful.
Awesome. So that made the difference, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That made the difference. Tell us what kept you going, or what brought you out of that dark place?
You know what, Sam? This is what people don't understand. Mental illness doesn't come and go away. You live with it for a lifetime. I can say that I've learned to live with it and embrace it and accept it. I still have my times and I still have my moments. The difference is I decided to do something about it. Working out, medication, talking about it, learning coping skills. I have not all the way arrived. Like I said, it's a daily thing. Bipolar, schizophrenia, things like that don't go away. I mean, I'm not saying that God cannot heal, but I do believe that He allowed me to experience this, like I said, to give back. He just gets the glory in everything. And it's a struggle, but I can say that I'm not who I was 5 years ago, a minute ago, a day ago. The victory is ours.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And I was going to ask you that, how did your faith play a part in this? And you just mentioned it that God helped you, right? Your faith in God?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't really want to give all the information up. People need to get the book, but I'll share just a little bit of this. It's okay.
Yeah, just a snippet.
I remember being 35 and accepting that I had bipolar. And I didn't think that I was created in the image of God anymore. I was like, why would you create me like this? And I remember driving and the Spirit said to me, I did create you in my image.
Amen.
But I want you to be a testimony. So I went and got help, and I'm thankful I did. I've produced 2 books, a nonprofit, a t-shirt line, an LLC. I'm a speaker, and I've been speaking since I was little, like 9 years old. But again, that's only because of the grace of God. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just a vessel. I'm learning in this season. You have to serve to give back to the community. And when you learn to serve and stay humble, you will be exalted. People will support that you never thought would support. Strangers will support you before people that you know. But it's all about serving, and it's all about humility. If you don't do that, then you're kind of out of luck.
No doubt. Okay, I had a person in the audience asking for the call-in number. The call-in number, once again, is 702-900-3779. 702-900-3779. As a matter of fact, if you look at the bottom of the screen right below me, the number is right there. Bam! Right there. Man, I'm going to have to make this number a little bigger so it'll be easier for people to see. Go ahead and give us a call. Give Miss Kenya Young a shout out. She's got an event coming up in a couple of days. Go ahead and and I want to. All right, my bad. I'm over here multitasking.
Me too, sir.
I'm multitasking, y'all. You know, this is the millennial, the 2000s. You know, where you got all kind of gadgets all over the place.
It never stops. And you got messages coming through and everything else. You're trying to handle business, but yeah, you just gotta learn to do it, right?
Well, let's take a music break.
You gonna play Liberate, Innovate, and Empower?
Yeah. Why don't you tell them about this?
So listen, J-Dub, my co-host Johnny Wyatt, I called. I was like, "Hey, I need you to make me a song." So here it goes.
All right, y'all, check it out.
You are listening to the light of Las Vegas. This is the His Hop Radio Show.
Come on, man. That's worth playing like every show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man, Johnny did his thing. Let's
Yes,
give Johnny
he
a
did.
quick shout out. I didn't know you had that in him.
Yeah, he does.
So the lyrics, shifting your paradigm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Liberate, innovate, and empower. Hey, y'all, we have the founder of Lie International in the house, Miss Kenya Young herself. We are on here promoting her event, Entanglement of the Mind Expo, going down this Saturday, y'all. Make sure you guys come out. Is there a cover charge to get into this event?
Actually, we were only asking for not to get in. And if you don't have it, we are kind of at full capacity right now, but people come and people go. We were asking for sponsorship toward foster children, which is $25 a child, which we've had a pretty good turnout, thank God. So if you'd like to sponsor a child, you can actually cash app the nonprofit Lie International. It's actually on the flyer. If not, you can just come and sew there, or you can bring hygiene stuff or clothing, clean use clothing or new underwear, Pampers, things like that. Any type of sponsorship is welcomed, and if you cannot afford it, please come get empowered. We're not going to stop you from being empowered. That's not about money. That's what I'm saying. Right now, this is not the season that's about that. It's about people getting the help, the love, the strength, the success, the liberation, the innovation, and the empowerment that they need in their life. Lie is liberated in the soul, innovated in the mind, and empowered in your heart. So if your soul is free, then you can be creative and you can empower someone else to do the same. So
That is beautiful. Man, that is an awesome vision. Awesome vision, y'all. Make sure you go and support this event. The address is 7207 West Sahara Avenue, Unit 105, Las Vegas, Nevada. You got time to get on out here. If you're from out of town, go ahead and book that ticket. You will be here by the weekend, y'all. Wow. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the guest speakers that you got during this event. How many speakers do you have total? There's
guys,
quite a few, huh?
So you guys listen, okay? Don't judge me, all right? This is actually my first event doing. I've done an event like years ago, but this capacity and this vision, I just got a little happy. But I don't take back anybody that I have. I am so excited that they all are excited and they said yes. And so we have quite a few, I think 15. Oh yeah, you know. But it's going to be very short but powerful segments. So we can eat, get to the vendors, enjoy the raffles and things like that. So one of them that I love dearly, who actually helped me make sure that Lie International the paperwork was right, and helped with the foundation, and not just that, praying for me and teaching me not to be anxious in the midst. Her name is Janae Coffee. She owns Coffee and Biz, and she will be talking about you gotta show up. Blah, blah, blah.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, wait a minute, I think I got a special effect for that. There you go.
Yeah. We have Ann Barlow. She will be there speaking. We have Colostrum Desanor. Again, we have Stretch Sanders, Tempest Blue. We have Ebony Gray. We have Brandarius, who ran 100 miles for mental health. He's a big advocate here. Day One Ambition, Brandarius. We have so many awesome people with great testimonies. You gotta show up to hear. And again, we have awesome vendors in the house. One of my sponsors, And What Though Fashion, sponsored the flyers for us.
What's the name of that? And What Though?
And What Though.
Oh, okay, all right, that's catchy.
So yes, they will be in the building, and we have Maniac Fashions. We have quite other few vendors. We have Lou J, beautiful Beauty by Lou Jane. We have quite a few vendors as well. When I say quite a few. So come out. I mean, enjoy yourself. Listen to music. We have DJ Fest in the house. Ain't no stopping us now. It's time to move.
Come on.
So
that's a classic.
We are excited. So again, Sam, let's put up about the book real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. So we have the host, Michael Elliott, the big ringtone.
Come on, shout out to Mike.
Woo-hoo.
Big ringtone. Miss Young, did you send me any visuals on that book?
We have Malik. We have Suddenly Crosby. We have some awesome people. I actually sent you the picture with me sitting on the couch. The book.
Oh, that's the book.
That's the book.
Get it, we gonna get it.
Blah, 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 blah. So, I gotta act a little silly, guys. You know how I am. So, if you have not purchased The Entanglement of the Mind, because a lot of people are like, well, why did she name it that? Again, it's named after my book. So if you have not purchased the book, you can actually inbox me and get it from me. Come to the event and get it, or you can go to Amazon.com and punch in The Entanglement of the Mind. It is, and it came out before Jada used that word, so she owed me.
Entanglement.
She owes me.
That's the word now.
Yeah,
that's
man.
the word.
She gonna say it after my book comes out. I'm like, okay, Jada, give me some book sales.
Some royalties. Okay,
right.
We got the visual right there. That is such an amazing picture. You just look. There's like an innocent look on your face. While you look like you're just enjoying this book. Come on, y'all. Okay, so I don't know if you mentioned it because I was multitasking. Is this book available?
It is. You can get it from me, the event, and I did say that, Sam. Or you can get it on Amazon.com. There speaks volumes behind this picture right here. If you see my kids right there when they were little, and then you see me holding the book, the person that captured this picture, it will be at the event as a vendor. His name is Dwayne Macklin. He's an amazing photographer, a friend of mine. He should just do pictures for me just because he knows everybody knows I love pictures. But this picture, he actually snapped. He said, just be you. And when I opened the book, I realized what I've overcome and how I'm here.
Wow.
And so that's what you capture in this particular picture is I made it with those babies right there on that couch.
Wow, man, that's
it's funny. I never wanted children, Sam.
Really?
No. And we all know the number 5 represents grace, and God gave me 5 graces. And the thing about it is, me growing up in the system, I had a fear that I would be a failure. And when I tell you I made it because of God to raise these children, this is my story.
Yeah.
And I have a few more books to push out, but you guys got to wait till next year. I'm excited about that. Again, I just move in the grace and the gifts.
And I know I can attest to that. You love your babies.
Yeah.
You know, we've had some conversations about your children, and I can just hear the passion and the love, and you know, Mama Bear is definitely there. You know what
Jokers
I'm saying?
get on my dang on nerves, though. They get on my dang on nerves. They know I love them. You won't mess with none of them, but but yeah, they're my grace. I am the woman today because of my children. One of my sons suffers from the same mental illness as me, and he's overcome so much.
Amen.
He is to me, he is a powerful house. All of them are, but they all have in their own right to be who they are. And so, enough about me. I just want to see you guys there in your faces. And Sam, again, thank you for having me on your show, and I am honored and humbled. And you guys, if you'd like to sponsor, you can Cash App anything that you desire. Pray on it. We are asking for sponsorship for $25 a child. Cash App is Lie International. You will see my treasurer pop up. His name is Eli Coleman. Or you can bring a backpack full of hygiene stuff and inbox me if you'd like to meet somewhere and get it, or you can drop it off at the event. And so thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in and listening to me tonight.
All right, and we're going to go out with the actual intro to your show right here on the His Hop Radio Network.
Why, thank you, Sam.
Lie Radio. And as we do that, we're going to close out, y'all.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kenya. You've tuned in to Lie Radio. Are you ready to liberate, innovate, and empower? Let's talk about some deep issues, serious issues, and let's get to the nitty-gritty.
Jones. Come on, man. I can listen to that all night. Just put it on a loop. You know what I'm saying? That in the song. I'm telling you, this is a nice program. Make sure you guys catch Live Radio. As a matter of fact, you're also streaming on our television network. They have their own channel. Okay? Go to your we're going to be on the Roku. We're not on there yet, but we're on the Fire Stick. Go to your Fire Stick, download the His Hop Television Network, and check her out. Like I said, she's got her own channel. Make sure you guys support what we got going here at the His Hop Nation headquarters. Go to the website hishopnation.com. Download that app, His Hop Radio, in your app store. We're on the Android, we're on the iPhone, and we are on any Windows device. And I'm going to close out like I always do, y'all. It's not about us. It's all about the Christ that is in us. See y'all on the next show.